Hi everyone, my name is Anita and I welcome you all on Inkpothub Media once again. Today I am going to be speaking with Mr. Kunal Doshi, who is an FPM Scholar at SPJIMR, and it is a very interesting conversation which I am going to have with him because he is going to tell us about his Ph.D. journey, what motivated him to pursue the research program at SPJIMR and the entire procedure of the admission he is going to speak today with us, so that all the listeners can decide to take research as a career choice. So let me welcome Kunal.
I'm very glad to have you.
Thank you. So it is very interesting to see that you have worked previously before joining the FPM program. So what motivated you to pursue this program? So I want to know that motivation. What was the reason behind it?
Well, I've had a long career, a longish career. I would want to say it's a long career. It's a longish career of over 16 years. It's been primarily in the FMCG industry. The good part about a longish career is that it gives you adequate experiences to figure out what's your eventual calling going to be. It's a great journey of self-discovery in a way. Through my career, I realized newness of thought, creating original content. These were areas which I really liked, and more importantly also interacting with teams, helping them learn, helping them discover solutions. Those are things that I really liked. So that kind of made me lean towards this, towards a career as an FPM. Where do you get an opportunity to have two careers in a lifetime anyways? So the FPM kind of allows you to have two careers that way, and that's what allowed me to get into this.
So you were working in the FMCG industry
that's
already,
right.
and how long that was?
16 years.
16 years.
16
okay.
years, that's right.
And why suddenly you decided that you should enter in the research program per se?
It's not a sudden decision actually. It's not as if something just clicked. It's something which I thought over a period of time. That's where I was leaning towards. That those were areas that I was really liking. And then it's about a moment. I mean, it's about a time when you can actually go take that decision. I just heard someone recently say that the opportunity cost of an FPM for a working professional is pretty high.
Achha.
Right. So it's about deciding for yourself as an individual. When are you willing to let go of that opportunity cost in a way?
Okay.
So for me, that was last year sometime that I said, okay, I think I am ready to do it. More importantly, I also have a young 9-year-old impressionable mind at home, and I thought that would really help. I mean, if I am putting in some rigor, that would really help my son to also follow suit in a way. So I thought.
So you're also making him prepare the research mindset, I guess.
Thankfully, schools today allow that. I mean, they do that. Schools are good in terms of making him do that. But just the fact that there is rigor involved in life and you need to work hard for it. I think that's what I'm really looking forward to impressing upon him.
Okay, that's great. In fact, so I want to know when you were deciding about the FPM program. So tell me more about what motivated you to join SPJIMR, and what was that moment of truth when you realized that this is the place for you?
See, SPJIMR is a really fine institution. No doubts about it. It's had over 40 years of experience within as a prolific institution in this country. I've had the good fortune of interacting with a lot of SPJIMR alumni itself, be it my supervisors, be it peers or people in my team. I think, and all of those engagements have been really good. So the people who have come out from here are really fine people. That's the sense that I got. More importantly, I think it's been an institution which is always ahead of the times. At a time when summer trainings used to be about getting into work and working towards your placement, SPJIMR always was doing work which was more around the social sector for the students. That was ahead of its time thinking, and that's been going on for a while. So SPJIMR always will strike you as an institution which is doing something differently, something which is more future oriented. It also calls out practice or influencing practice as a very, very important part of their ethos itself. And that's where it aligns really well with me. Someone who's been in practice for more than 15 years, it aligns really, really well that I could look at an institution which calls out influencing practice.
So you recently joined in 2021.
I did, yes.
So it was the year of pandemic. So
that's right, yeah.
How your experience has been so far? The online teaching, online classrooms. So overall experience, what was that experience for you?
I think to begin with it was online. It never really felt as if we are not in class at that time. It's a small cohort. So even in an online class you can't really be missed. The professor will ask you questions, you will have the opportunity to respond, you will have the opportunity to make your point at all points of time. So I think the online part was not really a big challenge to begin with. We've seamlessly moved into offline again after this. So I think that's...
Do you remember any moment when you felt that, okay, you made a right choice?
I think I'm feeling it every day.
Okay.
What I look forward to on a course, especially when you're doing a course, getting back to school after so many years, what you're really looking for is richness of the course. You're looking at something to make an impact on the way you're doing things. And I think the course has been providing me that richness every moment in a way. I mean, yeah, I'm exaggerating to say every moment, but it really is. I feel it like that.
It is coming from within. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I truly feel it like that. I think the rigor is fantastic. It makes you work hard on the course. And there is immense learning right through. I think the interactions that we are having with faculty, and as I said...
Tell me more about subjects, like which subjects did you study in the year one?
We've been doing a lot of quantitative work, right? And for someone's who's last done mathematics, maybe 20 years back, it was fabulous to just get back to that. I used to enjoy it then. Maybe there was a little bit of doubt whether it can happen, but I think I'm really, really enjoying doing those quantitative courses back again. And the good part is, after having worked for over 16 years, there's a lot of perspective which is coming to why the quantitative is really happening. And I think I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
So you would feel like you're a quantitative person or a qualitative person?
I wouldn't want to classify myself as a quant guy or a quali guy, right? I wouldn't want to do that. Very early in this course, we were able to see a seminar which went about mixed methods. Right? And I would want to explore as much at this moment. I would want to, very early in my journey, to be able to do it.
So I think this is all about the coursework, because this gives you an exposure to all these kind of, they build you, and then you decide for yourself for qualitative or quantitative or mixed method or what not. So what do you want to do, like which domain you want to enter into?
So my stream is going to be marketing. My background has been largely into the area of trade, sales, distribution, and I think that the field is so dynamic today because of just the changing environment of trade, especially in emerging markets like India. We've actually jumped generations in terms of the way trade is operating, and as a result of which, that's something which really interests me. I would definitely want to explore more in those areas. That's primarily my field of interest. But yeah, as I said, this is a period of self-discovery, of further discovery.
So Kunal, because you are after 15, 16 years of work experience, you are into this FPM program, research program, which is very rigorous, which takes a lot of time, energy, efforts. So a lot of people are thinking about entering into the Ph.D. program. So what kind of those 2-3 tips which you want to give to them through our platform? Because your recent experience will help them also decide on taking this career choice.
I think it's not about your decision to do it first. I think the journey will be about, do I want to do it or do I not want to do it?
Okay.
And the moment you spend adequate time deciding that, do a lot of rigorous thinking about why you want to do it.
So did you do any journaling for that? So did you write all those points, why I want to do, why I don't want to do?
I spoke to a lot of people. Okay. I spoke to a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
I spoke to professors who've gone through the journey. I spoke to professors who have been professors only. I've spoken to professors who've done a journey similar to mine, who have been in corporate and then jumped the gun. So I think that kind of gives you significant perspective on how you would want to go about it. Allows you to liken your life to someone else's. So that's something that I did. Of course, I wrote it down for myself. Thought about. You always think, right? So I'm always writing down in my head, hey, what is going to work, what's not going to work. So I kept on doing that. It took me a while, of course. It's not an easy decision to arrive at the point that, hey, this is what I want to do now. So I think anyone who wants to go there, spend as much adequate time with yourself, talking to yourself and talking to people who could help you with the decision to arrive at the decision. When you're taking a decision at this point of your career, I think you've committed yourself anyways.
So first step is like think more and more and more until you conclude.
Absolutely.
Okay, what next? How to prepare?
How
for
to
the
prepare?
interview, for the other procedures. So how did you prepare?
So I think it helps to read a bit about how research articles are written, right? Get familiar with the language which is written, and it helps if you have an interest in writing.
Okay.
It helps. You might not be the greatest writer, but if you like to put your words to paper, that really helps. I think push yourself to do that in that initial period. I spent some time. I took some days off work to actually just focus on it and do it, rather than just doing it along with work. I took 15 days off, focused entirely on writing it down, putting out a proposal. It's broadly in the area that I would want to do. You might not need to be absolutely certain about what you would want to do, but be reasonably sure of where you're heading.
Okay, so any book suggestion which you want to give to the potential, your juniors maybe? So which they should read before thinking about the PhD program or for preparation of the PhD program?
I seriously don't have any much on that point.
Okay.
But I would just recommend that speak to as many people as you can who could help you out with this. Yeah, speak to people who know.
So what is your ideal schedule here? So life of a scholar, how do you want to define it?
What I've done is I've organized myself. I've adjusted my life in sync with what I want to do over here. So I come here early. I do my responsibilities towards my home, drop my son to school, and then come here as early as possible. There are classes, of course, that you have to do. As much reading that can happen prior to classes, I try to do within the campus itself. Of course, beyond that, there are time slots that you have to put across for interactions with faculty, with advisors, and those are already slotted in. So that's how I plan the day. Right now, it's early years, so coursework takes a lot of time, and all I'm focusing on is to be fully present at every moment of this journey. It's an important step, and that just motivates me to just be there and alive at every moment.
So that is a very interesting point. Like you have to enjoy this journey.
Absolutely.
So it's a beautiful journey, and to reach to that destination. So tell me about your favorite quotation. So which you think that it should be there in your mind all the time, which guides you, which motivates you.
It's not really a quotation which drives me, but there is a philosophy which drives me quite a lot. I've been a sports fan from whenever I remember my life. I've cried over a cricket match when I was 3. So for that, I know cricket for that long, and I think that's kind of drives the way I look at things. Sport is amazing in terms of the opportunity that it offers you. It provides you a lot of rigor, the need for rigor, and at the same point of time, it tells you that there's no point at which you can give up. Whatever you're doing have that complete freedom in your head to think whatever you can think about.
So I think your life as a scholar and the sportsmanship is going to help you to sail through this journey, which is
Hopefully
very tough and which is very promising.
Yeah.
You are in the journey of knowledge creation and ultimately dissemination, and I wish you all the best, Kunal. A lot of people are going to be, seeking help from this interaction, because a lot of people are struggling to decide upon this career choice option.
Absolutely, I'm always available. I don't know if Inkpothub is a method by which people who would want to do this can reach out to me.
Thank you.
I would absolutely love to do it.
Thank you so much, Kunal.
Thank you.
It's great to see you all here. Thank you for watching our work. If you have not subscribed to Inkpothub Media, then please hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel and support research celebrations in India.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.